Hi, so my side. Actually, I wanted to discuss the recent chart study of PRCH. I actually had a few doubts, not doubts. I wanted to discuss something with you. This is the PRCH chart on monthly chart, and yeah, um, I just had a few things to be discussed. The hows and whys. Here I just wanted to know. Of course, the DNA was not the best. The academics not the best. Still, the RSI monthly was around 60. And so I just wanted to know why didn't we get a push over here? I just wanted to know what are the ways why we did not get the push. Like we was in an uptrend and suddenly it went to below 40. Most of the stocks do this, and some they come here, they give a bounce at 40, they go to 60, and then they want to go there, and that happens in a very good linear way. But this did not happen. So was it because that if we integrate everything, that the DNA is also not good? Probably the stock was not the best thing to even trade for the push over here, maybe over here or this area. Yeah, so just wanted to know that we can even reject on that level or not. Next, my the how and whys were yeah, over here. So we discussed this long back about this thing. Even in this a live session we had mentioned to me and Linda specifically about this thing. That there's a fresh event, there's this good candle, but not a good M10. So the relativity and two candles, not the best M10, but it came between 10 and 20, came in the below, and push we get a beautiful move. So here I just want to I was a bit intrinsic about the timing part, bit curious about the timing part. So yeah, so my doubt is that यहाँ पे we have this. Yeah, this is the two things. First thing, यहाँ पे the DNA was 70, but here we got on 55. Here also we got 50 something. This again we got 48. So why didn't we get the 70%? Uh, Previous DNA was not the best, so this was only the best data we could get. So and even this was 75. So these two things I had in mind. And second one was so again RSI we came from a good uptrend. We drop in at 40 levels away. If you see the candles over here are completely flat and no big red candles are present over here. Why wasn't this the best thing to buy? I felt that this was the best thing to buy because the RSI was in 40. But I've also seen this pattern, that RSI goes above 60, come to 40. They even go to 60, 40, and then boom. And but in some RSI, I've observed that uh, you know they go above 40, 60. Sorry, they come to 40, then they just give a move. Some they just give a move, and some even uh, go above 60. They come to 40, 50, 50, 50, 50, and boom. Like this. This is what the conversation. This is what we see. So yeah, this how it's above the 60 line and hovering below 50 and 40, and suddenly we get the move above 60. Why is this? How do we, because if we figure this out, I think will help me in timing a lot. This helps me in timing the trade a lot. मतलब because यहाँ पे it made sense to me while I was practicing PRCH, and then when this thing happened, so this thing again, if you integrate everything, I don't know if you remember, sir, but when we started also in the starting few live sessions, I think Nile pointed this out that you had you had told you had asked us, okay, why do we get some big moves after some time? And Nile had mentioned that once we see this fall, the bigger fall during the consolidation, then there are also chances of reversal. Of course, as an event also. So I think I would have skipped this one. this was the best move. If we integrate everything, the timing was best, good only. Went to 60K over, bullish range RSI, 60 test, 60 again coming. This is the best part to buy. I'm actually interested to buy here and even with this objection. When Nile had mentioned this, long back, and you told to remember this factor that there'll be times where you'll be seeing this and later you get the move. This was just one of the thing I'm understanding, but not able to objectify it pinpointedly. Just like a sharp pinpoint. Just because this happened in the chart, so I'm just saying. But because again, even was there might be a bit risky one, but I would love to buy these. I love to buy the earnings and like these, of RSI and everything coming together. Because here, if you see, price was again below 50. This is where the objectivity I'm missing out. This part I'm completely able to understand, but not like a formula, not like an understanding as well, because now earnings weight becomes a little bit sensitivity. Because what if the price just does this and we get a red candle? So just this, I wanted to objective. I was feeling a bit objective this. Next is yeah. I think so next is again on W on this. Again, one more integration was this that part was in WCB. So that just makes sense to me, everything. So yeah, that was one of the part I'm actually went down. One more thing was I was intrinsic about this thing. So we have, if you see the slope, we have 200 down slope. So once we go here, why didn't we see a big move here? Maybe because this relativity had to come in. So this relativity we got the move again. No, but again I feel that a pull. Now you see the distance between them is more. You can see a pull over here. I feel something like a W pattern, not exactly, but it would be like this. Going here, coming here, flattening a bed. You get some CPs over here. You get all your MAs cross over here, and then suddenly you get the. So this is what I was seeing for now in W. That's what I'm anticipating. Just, just wanted to know, okay, there are times when this touches 200 and falls. There are so now here particularly in this case study we have a fresh event and the CVs are good. We have good close candles, and we came coming towards a low. We got a test again. Maybe now we can see certain structure. Uh, Not falling up. This was a switch structure. I think yeah, switch is not switch. This similar thing I had seen yeah, similar thing I'm seeing. You can see so RSI dead going near 60. RSI is going near 60, and this is how the thing is. Because यहाँ पे no, actually the one in which I've seen was it was properly on 60. On the this thing was on 60. It's just I was just following. Was it? Was one chart which I was following was on 60. Uh, Just see, I just checked. Fix. Yeah, fix. Just give me a minute. So, fix. So yeah, just this that it was below 40 bearish range. Let's see this. Like, see the 15 minutes. What's happening? Yeah, this is the chart. This was on 60. Yeah. So yeah, this is how the equation works. This is how yeah. So this is how the chart study is now. We got a good down move. Yeah, we 10 reacted, 20 reacted, 50 reaction. So it's perfect, not getting a reaction on 50. But I was just curious why we don't get. Yeah, where we have this support resistance. You can see those big supports and resistances. So we have with this support the resistance and that's this one. And so yeah, you can see some X also over here. So that's what the main the doubt was that why don't we just see a force coming in? Why do we see this? Of course, because of these candles, we get the relativity might come till here. The price might come till here. Again, we might get a move from this demand. Maybe not making a higher high, making a higher low, and then we're getting this. So the whole structure on this would be like a W. And if at all it wants to go up, it will go up or maybe down. So this is how I anticipate things because mainly now it is because of MS are away. Will push or pull. There'll be a pull of MS because on the downside all the MS will come together. And, so this is how my forehead is. And on 15 minutes, if you see, we'll be in a range. Yeah, of course, where gold is going is that will be that's a range. But I feel now we're going on a range. I'm just inverted the chart since we are since 4H is on a bearish range. So I've just inverted the chart to see if we get any good moves over here. So yeah, not the best now because the 15 minutes 200 is also we might get some push over here, get some here. Sometimes we may even break. So these small intricacies, like here, how will the 200 happen now? Will it touch again? Will be getting a demand, or it will just break through it and just fall into it? So these are some things. Which intricacies which I wanted to know specifically uh, to try to objectify it, on it very carefully. So yeah, again we're back to PRCH. So yeah, so first one now structure to hai. Now second out was the upsurge demand. So upsurge demand is of course the DNA of this chart is not the best, but if you see here, so DNA is not the best. Yeah. So you remember, I asked you long back in some structures, we see a move getting there. And from this point, either we see an upsurge or we see the CB happening, and uh, all the MAs are aligning over here. All the MAs will be mostly all the MAs will be here. We get the CB, we get the event here, and from here we get the move. But I had the doubt was on this thing, upsurge, because many times we wait for the particular V to 5, and in the end we try to aim the M10, but we do not get the M10, and we just see an upsurge. In a similar way, यहाँ पे of course DNA was not the best one, but ठीक है. It was a little bit. This side was a bit linear for me. We on 50 we got the demand, then we came back. We got good demand from you. As soon as we come back, we got this beautiful thing, to target the highs. Of course, we have to integrate other things, just particularly on this chart and this scene. So even here, like we see demand on daily, and is this an upsurge? Good upsurge? It's just what I wanted to know. Okay, wow. I'd seen some. Seen some. Yeah, even over here, if you see this upsurge demand, not the best here. Yes, sir. So, um, yeah, the upsurge demand was my only doubt. The thing is that in certain cases we see the upsurge of demand and which takes the momentum further. And second one, again, same doubt, sir, which we discussed earlier about the push theory. So sometimes we get a good push away from here as well. Of course, this is not a trade plan, this is not an M10, this is not even 2 or B25 or any of our trade plans. But what I'm seeing is that if we focus on one particular step, no, sir, we can see that the DNA of that particular script, it becomes habitual to us, particularly the DNA. For example, if there are a lot of Forex scripts or XA, you remember my favorite XA USD. We discussed then. I think it was in live session 5 or 6 or 7. Where we were discussing about XAU USD. And it's really rocking right now. We discussed over here, and we were told that over here, you did mention that this looks pretty interesting over here. And we were talking about it, and it is pretty interesting here. So the upsurge of demand coming in, like over here, just that. Yeah, if you see on the so I just wanted to know how do I measure the degree and all those things, a little bit here and there. But okay, it was a nice one. Or this big drop again, that an impulse down move towards it, and boom, we get the bounce. So just this one kind of over here. I just wanted to know why this would have been the best timing, I think, on W. But then again, W coming to its CB low, and daily we're seeing this. So this again, everything sums up very, very, pretty interestingly. And this, I would have loved to trade it over here. But okay, this is my thing. I love the earnings event, and I love these earnings. And it's a kind of risk, but a calculated one, like a sure shot function. And even on this side, if you just check the CVs over here, this is also really very good. So that is how I was seeing. So there, one more doubt I'm having was, uh, so yeah, sir, pretty much just this. These were the only discussions which I wanted to discuss with you. Some things I had planned, but if I've unplanned right now, if you see, you remember the candle structure this is forming right now. It's not the best. We are nearing the 50 down, so just then when the price is away, so maybe we can see this thing. I think I would have gone up and down over the year. I would have changed few scripts here and there. But my doubts were not. I just wanted to discuss. I'll just refresh the things which I wanted to discuss. One was the upsurge demand coming, the push theory. I wanted to know more about it. I was facing a little bit of that. What's the degree of push do we get, and how useful it is? Where do we see the push, and where we could avoid? Like here, of course, M never came at its 40. I was just curious that why does the stocks RSI goes from bullish range to directly bearish range? That's because, of course, the higher time frame is taking place. But what was the main reason? I just want to objectify that. How did M miss not coming over here? Because we see this a lot in our 15 minutes, even as low as 4 hours, 15 minutes, and sometimes even seeing daily. A lot of stocks. They will be above 60. They come to say, let's say 41st. That time, of course, everything would be an impulse not to take a trade. Here also we can avoid to take a trade, but not on the trading basis. But why does it just goes below? We see in stocks, we see that it's above 60, who comes to 40, they come to 60, again 40, or a little bit below here, and then boom, they just boom from here. And the timings part is very great over here. And sometimes these will be around 40, 50, 40, boom. Sometimes they just boom here from here. And it's like, how they just boom from here, and they just go like this. So why do these things happen? I just wanted to increase on timing and opportunities available. This was it, sir. And but yeah, just this, and I'm actually this is yeah, just having doubt that why we didn't get the move from here. we got this, and then we got. So, like, why this? I did not want to, endure this drama of the price. So, but again, as a confirmation, we could have seen some nice demand coming in. Then maybe from here on, we could have entered. So, just have in mind. And one more thing was the 200 downslope. The W. As we discussed, here we got the demand on the good candle. So as 200 was downsloping, why didn't just of course this and I feel from here. So here I wanted to make an observation of and this thing that um, there will be test again. It will go twice or thrice. So price takes its time over these areas. Even I think this is the same happening in over here. I think this is what is happening over here. You see the RSI is also down, down good downtrend. MAs are also down, so I think there's gap between the MAs and you know I think bearish range of RSI. RSI is up to 60. It's flattening. If you see VIX, so maybe a push, boom. So that's how I'm anticipating. But so yeah, let's see. So also, I'm going to discuss this one very beautiful from here. Data. So whatever, and the way it is going is extremely perfect. I feel that the STF is 6 months. Uh, I know you see very beautiful big buys coming happening from big buys are happening. Just wanted to know. We knew that this is an uptrend. So how do you buy? You know, I understand multiple ins and outs from here, but still, yet again, we never got that clarity on CB. Not the best ones. I think here we could have bought, but I would have sold here because not to endure this thing. Again, you got the CB here. Maybe here you could have bought, sold in this area. So just not able to objectify this particular thing. I'm just on it, and I'll be posting a chart on this one. One more thing I've observed on RSI is that on the big moves, this was one of the observations. Can you see, so 50 RSI, 50 RSI goes up, 50 bounce, 50 bounce, and they give the biggest moves. And they give the biggest moves from here. Even I think I've seen it this in a lot. See, so see, first we get the best move from the nearing 50, and we get the big one, a very big one. And from here, of course, we get the push 40, we get the down slope, beautiful, like 60, 60 coming in, down slope, beautiful, CP, so down. So, yeah, I just wanted to know that. So, as I was saying, so focusing only on one script because we become habitual to its DNA, its 4 hour move, its other time frame moves. So, it's very easy also instead of going for a new script. New scripts are also fine, but sometimes here and there we might miss. We might miss the DNA. Maybe we are so engrossed in other things like RSI or the CB or the M10 that we might have missed the previous DNA move. So I think focusing on one script and focusing something like on Nifty, how do we, trade it regularly? And, how do we trade these metals like XAUSD? This is very good opportunity, and we have very beautiful opportunity. It's I think it's yeah, more than 50%. I think yeah, 66, just like 1 1. It's very good. Uh, so I just wanted to know, okay, how do we do this? And how do we trade just one thing again and again? Like look at this, you maybe here we didn't get the chance, but that was the reason why we didn't get the chance because 4 hours of some other time frame was got activated. I was just looking to short here, maybe for a short term, but again, Do you remember I made mistakes at the start when I was in the Nifty when I lost big then that you know we were anticipating that the price will come to its end, but that anticipation of price coming to its end. So that anticipation I did not make it again. I'm just observing this thing because the RSI if you see was below 60 and this was a good resistance. Price we didn't get those big candles over here, the green candles over here. Okay. You Now the MAs are color panels away from the price. The price goes also very far. Maybe 4H is not my STF and maybe I have to pick maybe a daily only I think. Daily can be my STF. So linearity. W again, I don't think so. My STF. Again, it's giving the best W week moves closing. I think it's 26%. Whatever it's from 6%. Maybe, maybe let's see. So yeah, so, actually, thanks to you and PRCH and others, I think Gallant also you had recommended a long back, and your recommended for the stocks which you tell to factors are the best. There are a lot of learning. I think I have to push theory, the upsurge demand, who wanted down slow, all those things we covered in the event. Like it's like too much in one thing. We had fresh event after we had dance looking as well, but I think so very pretty interesting stuff. So I will request you look in some and I'll also try to pick some. It never happens, but I'll try some. I would have to know your views. Maybe not. I was not linear in my presentation, maybe because I was hopping here and there. I had planned something, but in reality, I was seeing some more things as well. So I shifted here and there. Looking forward to hearing from you.